Yo, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to yet again another fantastic indie creator interview. It's your Cape Crusader Cody, and we are keeping it geekly with three-time Keeping It Geekly world champion Edwin Decastro. We're here to break down Lost Between Worlds Hour 2 and everything in between. Edwin, how have you been? Welcome back to the stream, man.
I've been great. Just a lot of new things, starting a new job on month 5 of being a new daddy.
Let's go. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been good. It's been a good ride so far.
Absolutely. And, speaking of comics, here we go. I have right here this bad boy. I was just reading Hour 1. Speaking of that, how's things been since the last time you've been on the show? We broke down Hour 1, went over the Kickstarter and everything, so how's it been since, we last chatted? How's the Kickstarter and everything?
Been good. Just a lot of work. We started working on the alternate version of issue 2, Hour 1. Being done by Zomburai. You might have seen some tweets about it or on the Kickstarter, the preview. We're working on issue 3. It's about like halfway done. Issue 4 is already written. We got a lot of side projects in the work. And like I said, I just started a new job. So there's a lot going on in life, trying to keep track of it all. It's a little bit scatterbrained, but you got to do what you can.
So give us a little bit about how that Kickstarter went. I mean, how did you end up? What was like your ending number? Like, how do you feel the fulfillments went? Like, give us the juice, man.
So it's kind of funny. The first one, my publisher, or rather the guy who prints the comics, he shipped all the comics, so I avoided that headache. On the second issue, I was the one who had to ship this time because I had to include the stickers. And man, it's a bit of an underestimation that I did on the shipping part. I was like, whoa, the bagging and boarding and folding of the Geminis ain't the biggest deal. It's like all the trips to the post office, because I didn't want to do them so dirty and just bring like a stack of 60 books all in one go. Let's go. So yeah, it's just all the trips. And then of course the actual waiting for everything to arrive. Should have planned that probably ahead of time, but people got their books on time. So we're good. Yeah.
In excellent condition as well. Like, what were some of the, I guess the biggest like things that you weren't prepared for? Was it just mostly like the physical aspect of it?
Yeah, definitely the physical aspect of it. I've done my fair share of online shopping, but I've never like been one to sell. I don't really ship things like that. So yeah, it was a whole new process to me almost. I'm sure some people are hearing this and be like, what? But yeah, just shipping in general for me was a whole new process. And I don't really have good handwriting. So I had to get my fiance to basically write everyone's addresses, because I was like, yeah, I want to make sure these go to the right places.
Hey, maybe label printers in the foreseeable future.
I thought about it. I've had some good recommendations on those.
So what were some of the things you think led to the success of that campaign? I mean, like in terms of even marketing, rewards on the Kickstarter, different ways of promoting, like what works best for you?
For me, I kind of just promote everywhere, like all the socials, the usuals, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I kind of been slacking on TikTok. I got to get more on that. But yeah, Reddit. I did an ad. That was for the first campaign. I'm thinking about doing one again because, it never could hurt. I did a lot of posting through Discord. Global Comics is a great place to, just post in general. So a lot of that kind of thing.
Real quick, I just noticed we have some activity in chat. We have Spirit Buddy and Dr. Hino 419. Spirit Buddy saying, woot woot. It's a great comic series. And then we have Dr. Hino 419. Can't wait for it. Yeah, Hour 2 looks like it's going to come off the rails. Before we dive into that, though, give us a little bit of a recap, for anyone who might be new or anyone who might be watching for the first time, of who you are and a little bit about Lost Between Worlds as well.
So my name is Edwin Decastro. I'm a writer, new time dad, musician, gamer, just a lover of media in general. I just love it all. I just created Lost Between Worlds during the pandemic. I had an inspiration from Death Note, and it just led to a crazy rabbit hole where I just thought of the whole world. Basically about Grim Reapers who are trying to restore balance to the world of the living and the dead, because they hear about some crazy apocalypse that's happening that's going to affect both worlds in 24 hours. So yeah, they got a lot on their plate to handle.
And this is your third issue in the series, right? Because we had Hour 0 and then Hour 1?
Yep, this is the third one.
So coming fresh off of Hour 2, give us a little bit of a recap of what down in that issue, because that's the one where things like really started to pop off and kind of go crazy.
Yeah, so Hour Zero is kind of a setup. Gwen meets her main target, Dospe, who claims to have dissociative identity disorder. So she's like, well, what do I do with that info? She goes home, gets a, yeah, she learns about some apocalypse that she later goes to Miklon, which is like my world's version of hell. She gets more info on the apocalypse that basically it's going to happen in 24 hours. It's all mixed up with her not being able to take the souls of the dead anymore, and even the zombies or should I say the undead are rising. So there's a lot related to this apocalypse. It's all kind of hitting Gwyn at once. So issue 3 starts from there. Like now she knows everything that's going on. Where do we go from here?
And I just loved how ruthless she was with like beheading the undead left and right. It's even mentioned too. She felt like she felt bad. She wasn't able to give them proper respect. But I mean, what choice do you really have when they're trying to like eat everyone alive?
Yeah, exactly. It's something she's never faced before. She's, of course, faced the dead, but they don't rise. They're just motionless. And usually it's because of her. But now that they are rising and they're attacking her, what is she going to do about it,
So with Hour 2, what are some of the newer rewards and things you were trying to try out? I know we were talking a little bit backstage and through Discord, but it sounded like you were trying some new things this time around.
Yeah, so if you know me, I kind of go against the grain. I try to be a little unique with things, try to be different. So most of you already know I have like an alternate version of each issue. That's something you can always get that, of course, through the campaigns. But besides that, we have the cameos. There's nothing new there, but this time I'm trying to incorporate not just your like image, but maybe if you have a comic or a business or even a podcast, we'll feature you in the background of an upcoming issue. Like I have a great plan for that. So yeah, we have that. I also have a raffle. Every backer who backs the campaign gets entered into the raffle for a chance to win a year of Global Comics for free. And there's going to be 10 winners. So, more backers, more chance of winning. And then the one last thing that I did, we have a Ask a Question tier. So I don't know if you've ever read those old comics that have like, where you would send a question to the editor and they would publish it into the comic and answer you. I kind of want to do that with my comic. So you can pledge that tier and your question will be guaranteed in there. And you can either ask me.
Cool.
Yeah, you can either ask me or you can ask Gwyn. And of course, she'll answer you in character. So yeah, just come up with something creative. You never know what she might say.
Speaking of Kickstarters right here, let me pull up the link. Be sure to check this out. We're going to actually be deep diving this in just a few seconds. But check this out with us. If you guys are unable to back it, simply sharing it on Twitter, Facebook is 100% free. Word of mouth is free, and you might have a friend or family member who is going to love this. Getting as many eyes on this as possible is crucial to the success. So let's do it, and let's all work together and help get this funded. So now it's really interesting too. On Lost Between Worlds Hour 2, I see 2 different Reapers. Like, what's going on here?
I assume you're talking about Sienna and Sancho. They kind of got teased in issue 2, Hour 1, where they're Miklon and McDecka's kids. Miklon was basically telling Gwyn, like, oh yeah, my kids are already on Earth, kind of, ahead of you, looking for info. You'll know them when you see them. They're gluttons for attention. And if you see the preview, they're already like, yeah, fighting off some monster.
So what can we expect from these 2 in Hour 2? Or is that too much of spoiler territory?
I mean, we can expect if they're Miklon and McDecka's kids, they got to be able to know how to handle themselves, especially if Gwyn's going to keep them around. So, we can expect them to be in the thick of things. From there, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, they're going to definitely be in there.
And with Hour 0, that was kind of the start of things, building up the exposition. With Hour 1, that's where we really started to kind of see the action build up. In comparison with Hour 1, how much action are we going to see with Hour 2?
Hour 2 is going to be a lot of action. Hour 1 kind of had like the beginning and the end, a bit of action, and in the middle was more story. This one is a little bit of the opposite. Like there's going to be story throughout, but the last quarter of it is going to be pure action. And then there's the whole preview bit I revealed with the monster. So I'm waiting for people to see that last bit. It's going to be like one big fight. I don't want to spoil too much, but let's just say Gwyn's going to fight something that's not a zombie or a monster.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's gonna be cool.
We have a Spirit Buddy over on YouTube stopping in to say Gwyn is a badass character. Yes, Gwyn is totally a beast. And I love just her interactions within Hour 0 with not really believing the guy having like a split personality. Or what was the disorder?
Dissociative identity disorder.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
So I really love the conflict she had with that, like, are you serious? Are you telling the truth? And then kind of seeing her go ham in the last issue. Another really interesting concept for anyone who might be new is like this is set with each issue representing an hour. So you're looking at 25 issues altogether, right? With hours 0 being the additional one.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, it's gonna be 25 issues with each one being an hour, except issue 1, because that was basically sort of like a prologue to things. It doesn't fit into the timeline of that event. But I just kind of wanted, again, just be a little unique. I know it's been done before, at least in TV, with the show 24, which was kind of funny. I know about the show, but as I was creating the series, that like completely lost me in my mind. I didn't even think about that until later someone brought it up to me. I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, how long were the episodes? Like, what did those represent? Like hours as well, or?
Same thing. It was like 60 minutes each episode, and each episode was supposed to be an hour. So I've never actually seen the show, but they were supposed to be realistically an hour, and then each season be 24 episodes. And then it's kind of funny, I don't know how far that show got, but let's say it's got like 6-8 seasons. So it's like, man, how many world ending crisis can happen so many times? It takes 24 hours, you know? And
like, if it's supposed to actual like represent time, like when does he sleep? Is there just like 3 like episodes of him just like zonked out on a bed or something?
Yeah, right. I don't know. I haven't seen the show, to be honest. Maybe it does skip some time. But from what I heard, it's supposed to be each hour. At least in my version, you know, she's a ghost, a Grim Reaper. So there's a little bit of fantasy element to that.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, speaking of this, let's go ahead and pull up the Kickstarter and see what the hype's all about. So we are looking at Lost Between Worlds, Hour 2, a story of Grim Reapers restoring balance to the world of the living and the dead. Currently at $1,561 of a $5,000 goal with 66 backers and 21 days left to go. Man, I mean, to raise $1,500 in, 9 days, that is remarkable, man.
Yeah, we got to keep going, though, to make that goal. Hopefully, we just got to push.
So let's go ahead and check out the campaigns. I was checking out the updates as well. All those images you guys seen on the slideshow, that is images from the interiors. We'll see those a little bit more up close and personal down below, but some really good art in this too. I love it, man.
Yeah, thank you. We got to give props, of course, to Elton on that. Elton does wonders.
All right, so Lost Between Worlds, the first 2 campaigns were a hit, and you all seem to enjoy the series, so we're back for issue 3, Hour 2. The story so far: Lost Between Worlds is a story about Grim Reapers tasked with collecting the souls of the dead on a daily basis and taking them to the afterlife. It mainly centers on a Grim Reaper named Gwynn Ap Nudd. Did I say that right?
Gwynn Ap Nudd.
Ap Nudd, thank you. Who's been tasked with collecting the soul of someone named Verda, but instead a man named Dospe who claims to have dissociative identity disorder. Is he trying to cheat death by finding some sort of loophole? Sorry, my pronunciation game is not too hot tonight.
It's a bit of a mouthful, I know.
So here are some interior images from their first meeting. We have a Spirit Buddy. I'm just a fan of both you magnificent content creators. Thank you so much, Spirit. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
So
yeah,
we
I just wanted to put those in. It fits with what I was saying and give a little recap also on the other issues.
Mm-hmm. We also see there's an impending apocalypse, of course, called Ragnarok, which is caused by the clash of 2 supreme beings that will reset the world to start all over again, wiping everything from existence. The kicker is it going to happen in just 24 hours. So I'm curious. I know we talked about this last episode as well, about Ragnarok, and your understanding of it. How do you feel Thor Ragnarok was like in terms of the Ragnarok like event?
The movie was awesome, and it does kind of fit what Ragnarok is, but just on a smaller scale, because it's obviously only happening to Asgard. Mm-hmm. But I love that movie. It's definitely one of my top 3 Marvel movies. Yeah,
I was just always curious. There's a lot of people who like really felt it should have been a Planet Hulk movie. You know what I mean? Like more focused on that. Now, in terms of your Ragnarok, though, this is going to affect everything, right? The living and the dead.
Yeah, so that's how Ragnarok really is. Like, it's the whole universe being reset. Like, there's nothing left after it.
And then we have Spirit Buddy. Spirit Buddy. I better see some Gwynn cosplayers at my New York Comic Con 2023.
My fiance did the first one ever, so yeah, I mean that'd be awesome to see some more.
So right here, we kind of see Gwynn getting the news that she has only 24 hours of time to figure it out, but that's plenty of time to figure out why the dead have risen and figure out what's happening. To me, though, I would be sweating a little bit. 24 hours does.
She's taking it in stride.
Mm-hmm.
She's usually not one to lose her calm.
So we are introducing some new faces as well. We have even more characters being introduced in hour 2. Let's check them out. So give us a little bit about what we'll do is we'll stop on each character and kind of let you break them down for us.
Yeah, of course. So Sienna and Sancho are basically twin brothers and sisters. Sienna's the more calm and timid one, but don't let that fool you. Like, she's definitely a fighter. She knows what she's doing. She just doesn't like so much the attention, you know, from a lot of people. She's rather more reserved and just keeping to herself and what her job is. But Sancho, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. He loves the attention, and he's got a bit of a rough edge to him. You know, he likes to argue with people. He tries Gwynn a lot. You'll see some of that in issue 3.
I like how you made playlists for both of them too. Is that something new, or is that something you've been doing?
No, I've been doing it. It's basically kind of fun for me, but just for other people if they want to get into the headspace of a character, you know, see what kind of music they might like. Some of the songs actually relate to their story, so maybe you might see some hints of things, or you might notice them after the fact. So I like doing little things like that.
And aren't there like bits in each issue, like a song title in each issue?
Yeah, actually, I always throw a song title somewhere in the dialogue, so we'll see which one it is in this issue.
So who do we have right here?
So that's Helena. Gwynn, a little bit of a exclusive. I don't think I've ever said this yet. Actually, no, I did put in the Kickstarter. Gwynn calls her Hell.
You better delete it.
I'll delete it just for you. No one who has read it, you heard it here first. But yeah, Gwynn likes to call her Hell because they have history. You know, it's like a nickname. What history that is, we don't know. But yeah, Gwynn and Helena, they don't exactly see eye to eye. They kind of bicker quite a lot. They view each other a lot like rivals. So we'll see what ends up happening there between the two of them in the issue.
And I love the different sites as well. Don't the sites have like magical, like different properties to them? Yeah,
so I didn't want to add like too much craziness, but I did want each site to be unique. So yeah. Gwynn's has like the chain and kunai at the end. Sienna's, you can kind of see it there. It has like a bowstring on the back, so it kind of doubles as a bow and arrow. If you look at Sancho's, it's kind of like a claw shape. And then you can't really see it in Helena's because it gets cut off. But if you see how the bottom extends past her dress, it's supposed to be dual-sided, kind of like a Darth Maul thing.
Okay.
So yeah, hers is going to be dual-sided. And so yeah, each Grim Reaper is going to have a unique scythe in some way.
And then we have the team, of course. But before that, let's kind of go through some of the previews. And we'll go through the tiers, and then we'll back up to the creators.
Go for it. Yeah, it's mainly action.
Here is and like I said, all these were on an image slideshow, but this is much larger for us to kind of observe. And man, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, one big splash page.
I love how you see these two twins going head to head right here.
Yeah, I kind of had that originally a little bit different, but Elton recommended just doing a splash page, and it came out beautiful.
So what are they fighting right here? Is this like a demon or something?
So yeah, so it's basically a like demonic creature that just came out of nowhere for this issue. It kind of doesn't really get explained, but in issue 4, there's going to be an explanation for it. But it's got to get dealt with, so you know they handle it. Yeah,
and then we have 3 Grim Reapers taking it on.
It's mainly Gwynn watching while Sienna and Sancho are taking care of it. Yeah, if you kind of see Gwynn up there. Right yeah, exactly.
I love this though. This is so like, I mean, going from fighting like the undead that are rising to something of this magnitude. It's just, I love how fast things are just blowing up and going to hell, you know?
Yeah, I love a slow build, so that's kind of what I'm aiming for. We just got to keep ramping things up little by little. So we have basically a lot of plot development in the first one. Second one is kind of like the inkling of things going with a little bit of action. And then, yeah, like I said, this third issue is going to have a lot of action.
And then this is the alternate version of Hour 1, issue 2, Hour 1.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one that's being done by Zamburai. So, like, I'm sure if anyone's seen the first alternate, you can tell it's a completely different art style from the first alternate. That's the whole point. I kind of want to, every alternate issue, bring in a new artist so we get a different art style, shout out a different artist, and just see all the different kinds of styles we can see Gwynn in. I love how this one's got that, like, real gritty, like, noir look to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so a bit of a spoiler for issue 3. Currently in the plans, Brendan Albetsky is going to do that one, so I'd love to see a whole issue in his style.
Oh, that's going to be awesome, dude.
Yeah, since it's so action-packed, I felt like he would do it really well since his comic is really action-packed too. And I like how
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I like how with the alternate styles, besides the art style, we just see things in a different way. Like, that's the whole point too, to just kind of show you different angles or different settings, different everything if we can.
Yeah, this scene in particular. I'm gonna pull it up right here. I love how when Gwen first sees her getting eaten, like I think it was in a totally different. She was like on the bar floor, right?
No, she's in the bathroom also, but it's kind of different positioning.
Oh yeah, right. You're right. I just noticed, but yeah, like right there, you could see how different the art styles look for that same exact panel or page. Excuse me.
Yeah, and it's just again just the different like positioning and angles, and we want to do more of that in the future for sure.
We have some backer bonuses as well, so let's go ahead and go through some of these tiers first, and then go through the backer bonuses and go up to the creative team. So. We have pledge $1 or more just to support tier, of course. And once again, here is the link. If you guys are just tuning in, be sure to check this out with us. We have $5 or more for the digital tier. So you'll get Lost Between Worlds issue 3 hour 2. At $10 or more, you're going to get the physical tier. So that'll be the physical copy with a digital as well, right? No,
just the physical for
just
that
the physical.
One.
Sorry, misread
that.
Yeah,
there's a tier for the digital and physical.
And then $10 or more for the physical variant as well. So I love how you kept the physical and the variant the same price.
Yeah, again, I don't really see the difference of why you got to charge more. I mean, sure, maybe an artist might charge you more, and maybe that's why, but I feel like it's the same book. Just why not?
Mm-hmm. We have the 15 or more catch-up digital tier, so you'll get copies of Lost Between Worlds issue 1, 2, and 3. Nice little price on that too. $15 is outstanding. How many pages is each comic?
The first one is 40, the second one is 22, and then this third one's going to be, I think it's 29 or 30. I think it's 29.
So that's a decent amount of pages for $15. Holy crap.
Yeah, I mean, there's never going to be a set amount. I kind of just want to do with whatever fits the story.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't want to do people dirty. We're going to always do at the very least like 22 pages or something, you know?
At 15 or more, you'll get the digital and physical tier. So this is where you'll get the digital and physical combination. And then at 15 or more, you can also get the digital and physical variant as well. So once again, keeping the price the same. Really love to see that. Yeah, at 20 or more, this is the ask a question tier. So this is really cool. You'll get a digital and physical copy and also get your question featured in issue 3. So how many? There's only 12 spots?
Yeah, because of course I don't want like pages and pages of questions, and I don't know how long these questions might be. But I figure 12 is a nice number, and I also want to give whoever backs that the opportunity to ask 2 questions, one for me and one for Gwyn. You don't have to like choose which one.
Okay. Real quick, we have Spirit Buddy. What kind of audience were you making this comic book series for?
I mean, it's kind of basic to say everybody, but I kind of do feel like it kind of hits for everyone. Of course, if you like, you know, like dark fantasy and horror, it's a little bit more for you. But I feel like the story content and the themes I'm going for, like anyone can kind of relate to that, especially if you like action. So yeah, so that basically that crowd. But again, I feel like it's a story most people can enjoy.
Then at 25 or more, we have the catch-up physical tier. So this is outstanding too. You get all 3 issues. Which is that's pretty close to 80 to 100 pages, right?
Yeah, and you're also getting $5 off on that tier because normally it's 10 each, so it'd be 30. But yeah, give it a little discount.
And then all-in tier. So give us a little bit about the all-in tier.
So the all-in tier is basically the digital, the physical, and the alternate of issue 2. I know it might get a little convoluted. I kind of have to figure out a perfect balance of how to like describe all the books, but every campaign I'm trying to basically have the current issue, the prior issue, but the alternate version, and of course a digital version. So yeah, all in is basically one of each. You get the digital, the physical, and the physical of the alternate. And
then the all-in variant tier at 25, so you'll get a digital and physical copy of Lost Between Worlds issue 3 hour 2 with the variant cover, plus the alternate version of issue 2 hour 1.
Yeah, that's with the variant cover. We haven't unveiled that yet, but we will. Tonight. We will unveil it tonight.
Ooh, what time?
I don't know. You tell me, Cody, because you got it.
Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah. So we have the physical deluxe tier. Get a physical copy of each of the covers for Lost Between World issue 3 hour 2.
Yeah, so if you scroll up to the like image of Gwyn and Helena, that's going to be like a connecting cover. When everyone does their surveys, if everything goes according to plan, I'll basically ask you which side you want. Do you want Gwyn or do you want Helena? If you get that one that we were just looking at, you get both. And also as an add-on, there's the option to just get the second half. But yeah, that image is going to be split in half, so it's
That's really
one
cool.
or the other. Yeah, just trying to be different.
Dude, this would be like a really cool like print or like poster, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been talking about getting that for myself on the wall, but of course at cons I should make prints.
Spirit Buddy, will there be any holiday themed comic of Lost in Between Worlds?
Holiday themed comic, like a whole comic? No, but I have been thinking about doing like a Halloween, maybe print or Christmas, something to dress them up as like just a cool little print. But yeah, a whole comic, I don't know. Nothing planned for now.
So we have, let me see right here. We were at the physical tier. So all in catch-up tier. So this is going to be all the alternate versions?
Yeah, that's the one with all the physicals and the alternates. I mean, sorry, the physicals of the main and the physicals of the alternate.
I got you. And then we have Lost Between Worlds Ultra tier. So what's this one? $65. This sounds like a heavy hitter.
That's everything, like all the variant all the variant covers we've had and all the alternates, like every book I've made, basically. If you're a fan of Lost Between Worlds, you want it all, that's everything.
So that's going to be 6?
6 what? 6 books?
Yeah, or...
Oh, let me do the math.
5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Ooh,
9.
9,
yeah, because remember, issue 3 is going to have technically 3 covers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, with the split and the variant, then of course we got all the alternates and variants of the other issues.
And then we have 80 or more Lost Between Worlds all in one tier.
Actually, that's that tier. That's the one that brings everything.
Oh.
This one I think just brings all the alternates and the main one, not the
okay, I gotcha.
Not the variant covers, yeah.
And then this one has all the variants.
Yes, exactly.
And then 100 or more is the cameo tier. So got a podcast, comic business, or something else you want to appear in the background, or do you just want to be a zombie in the upcoming issue?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, some people have already backed the cameo spot in the other campaigns, so they've already been a zombie or going to be a human survivor, whatever it might be. So if you want to back again, I mean, can't make you a zombie for a third time or something, So like, yeah, if you want to put your business out there, your comic, I have an idea for that. But if you've never gotten it and you want to be a zombie, then yeah, you have that option also.
And then we have 225 or more, a comic book store tier. So this is going to get you 10 physical copies of issue 1, hour 0. 10 of issue 2, hour 1, and then 10 of issue 3, hour 2.
Yeah, that's for anyone who runs a store. You want to stock up on some Lost Between the Worlds to sell, Just give me the option.
The deluxe tier of that is going to get you the alternate covers as well.
The alternate versions, yeah.
And then that's it. So let's check out some of these backer rewards. Let me scroll on down. We got Dr. Hino 419 saying, woo, let's go. Yeah, dude, this is fun, man. This is such a fun read. I love it. I loved every bit of it. So give us a little bit about these backer bonuses. Or did we already go over those before?
We did, but I mean, I'll give you a recap if anyone joining in now. Basically, every backer who gets, or should I say every backer will be entered into a raffle. There's going to be 10 prize winners who will get a free year of Global Comics. So just for backing at any tier, you'll be entered into that. And then, as I mentioned, we have the cameos. We have the guarantee your question in the issue where you can ask me or Gwynn a question. And there's going to be more stickers. And I want to do a keychain also this time. So every backer is going to get stickers and a keychain.
Ooh, let's go. And the stickers are awesome, too. I think you threw me, right here, there's 2 of them. So, yeah, dude. I the thing is, I love stickers, but I hate using them because you only get to use them once, right? And I always feel like I'm gonna put it somewhere, and then I'm gonna regret putting it there and be like, I wish I would have put it somewhere else. Like,
Claire on Twitter, she has like a whole sticker album. I know some people like to collect them and things like that.
So let's go ahead and give a shout out to the team as well, and then we'll begin wrapping things up.
Let's do it. So yeah, me, the writer creator, I'm just pretty cool guy, pretty chill. Three-time, keeping it geekly champion.
Let's go, baby. we gotta get you a keeping it geekly shirt, man.
I was about to ask, when are those going on sale? I've been waiting.
I don't know. So I've been quality testing them for a hot second. Right now, my biggest thing is it's like I can get 25 of them for $3.50, which isn't too bad. And then I'm gonna sell them like I literally would make it would be like $1. I'm not even trying to make anything off of them. I'm just trying to fund another shipment. For me, it's the biggest bullet is like, what sizes do I get? I could start a pre-order list, but like, I don't know. Like, I've never done it before. So yeah, it's like, I don't know what sizes to get, you know?
I wouldn't know how to go about it, but a pre-order list does sound about right. So at least you know what sizes to order. You know?
Yeah. Because my biggest thing is I don't want to be stuck with like. I mean, I wouldn't mind it because like if I could wear them, I would. I wear this like every day that I can. I would just hate to be like sitting on a bunch and then like it's like Christmas like 2 months from now. You know.
Well, here's an idea. I don't know how well this would work, but you sit on that bunch at a con, but you do like a live interview at the con. So while you're interviewing, you're selling shirts and you're just
hey.
I've never seen someone do that.
Dude, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all.
Yeah,
I like that a lot. So give us a little bit about your inker and cover design.
Yeah, so Elton's been with us since almost day one. Basically day two. He's done all the issues of the main version. He comes from Brazil, and yeah, he does great work. Amazing guy, talented, very talented. Then we got Gabriel. So our colorist Diego, who did issue 1 and half of issue 2, he sadly passed away while we were in production. So his understudy Gabriel basically took up the mantle. So kind of a bittersweet ending there, At least his actual understudy took the job, which was pretty cool.
Yeah,
and then Reed,
absolutely.
Yeah, Reed is a master at lettering. He does a lot of work on everyone's comics. I'm sure you've seen his name pop up so many times. Yeah, that guy does everything. And Zombarai, as I mentioned, he's doing the alternate artwork for issue 2. He actually did the cover for the alternate issue 1. So kind of unintended, but so far a running thing that's been going on. Whoever's been doing the cover of the alternate issue prior usually ends up doing the whole issue the next time. So Zombarai cool. Zombarai did the cover for the alternate issue 1. Now he's doing the whole issue 2. Brendan Albeski did the variant cover, and now he's going to do the whole issue 3. So yeah.
And then, so you mentioned there was a cover that you wanted to show.
Yeah, I think you got access to that, but basically I told Brendan like, hey, I love your art, let's do a variant cover, and we're gonna do issue 3, but before that let's do a variant cover. So he talented as he is, helped me out here, and
yeah, this is
there
gorgeous.
It is. So kind of a small spoiler already in that cover who Gwynn ends up probably fighting, but yeah, it's gonna be an epic clash, I'll tell you that much.
No, that is gonna be such an awesome breakdown, dude. That's gonna be so cool.
A good quarter of the book is dedicated to that fight, maybe even more. I don't know the exact page count, but yeah, it's a big fight.
That's going to be so awesome. So let's begin wrapping this up, man. This has been one hell of a show. Man, I always love getting you back on here. Hour 3 needs to already happen so we can get you back on again, man.
It's written. It's gonna happen. I don't know when your promo link's gonna get up there on Twitter, but as soon as it is, I'll be there.
Man, so I've been really like, it's like, do I want to post it or do I just like, because like doing it the way I'm doing it now where people just message me and I just like throw it to them helps, because like my thing is like I'm always so booked up when opportunities happen, like, and like let me clear the air, like every interview is an opportunity for me, but like when like I guess like PR publicists are hitting me up like, hey, can you get so and so on your show, and it's like, no, I can't. Like that sucks.
I get you. Or they're trying to get you in like a certain window, but you're like, oh, I'm booked for like a month or something, whatever. Yeah.
Well, and the biggest thing, man, I like to spend time with my kiddos too. So like, they're usually in bed about 8:30 or something, but it takes like an hour of prep time to get these interviews set up, to like really. So you got to think about it. They get off school like 3:30, then half hour of school, that's 4. We got 4 hours to hang out, and then dad has to go do an interview. I hate that. Yeah. I love doing interviews, but I love my kids so much more, So
yeah, of course, you want to spend time with the family.
Yes.
Of course, this is a big thing for you, but it's like, oh, but it's tearing me away from a family. Yeah,
yes. And it's like it's not tearing me away bad. It's just it's at a point where it's like, man, like I'm missing some opportunities that we could like. I've been trying to figure out taking them to Hallow Wicked or Hallow Weekend at Cedar Point. It's like a Halloween exhibit. I'm like, I don't know how to work around all these because it's like an hour drive there, and then I have to hour prep, and like, at the end of the day, it's like maybe I need to start stepping away a couple days, so man, you let me know when you want to come on, and we'll get you on. We got you on.
Oh yeah, I'll hit you up. And yeah, Cody, man, you do what you got to do. What's best for you? Like, we'll understand. We'll make time. We'll do what we can.
So, with that being said, though, we've come right after looking at that Kickstarter. What would you say to anyone who might be on the fence about backing? If you just had a few moments to talk to them.
I would just say, basically, like I said, Lost Between Worlds is a slow burn. It's gonna be something really big. I have so many big plans for it. A lot of twists and turns coming. If you like action, if you like a psychological thriller, dark fantasy, a bit of horror in there, kind of just a mix of everything, I say give it a shot. We got 21 days, I think it is, left on the campaign. And yeah, I would really appreciate everyone checking out and backing and supporting. And if for nothing else, my birthday is right before Halloween, so if you want to show some love, that's one way to show some love.
Hey, let's go, dude. Let's go. Yeah. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I always do it big, doing the Halloween, dressing up. I don't care. I don't care if I'm the only one, which has happened before.
Dude, I went to took my kids to a Halloween parade, and I was there was like a couple dads that were dressed up. I was the only one that was like head to toe. I did the Squid Game. Yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. Dad game, let's go. Squid Dad.
Yeah, that game. I'm doing Adam's Family. I'm dressing up as Gomez. My fiance is Morticia, and yeah, our
That's
first
awesome.
family outfit.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, thanks.
Let's you know the drill. Let's we're gonna end this strong, and that is with a little bit of advice for anyone who might be new, anyone who might be struggling, or anything in between. So for anyone out there who is looking to add a little bit of longevity to their writing, you know, maybe get something out there more than issue 1, you know, what type of advice would you offer to them to help them kind of get more structured with their writing to be able to do that? As someone who is looking to do like 24, 25 issues, you know, what would be your biggest piece of advice?
Definitely do your research. Like, you don't want to be writing and then just be stuck because you didn't do your research. You don't know what you're doing. You didn't plan far enough ahead. So definitely outline your series somehow. If you plan to do a long series, outline it however you want. Me personally, I have kind of all the big bullet points, and then the in-between, I fill it in as I go. So just have a plan and definitely do your research. You don't want to be writing about a topic potentially that you don't know anything about and look foolish. So yeah, just do your research, keep up the hard work, and think good things will come.
Dude, hell yeah, that was awesome. And some advice from 3-time Geek and a Geekly World Champion, Edwin Decastro. Let's go, baby. And I need to like have like an edit right there. Stone Cold Steve Austin glass breaking right there, you know?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
So everyone watching right here is the link. Ooh, Dr. Hino 419 just backed the $80 tier. Let's go, dude.
Oh,
let's
thanks,
go,
bro.
dude. Let's go.
You.
Right here's the link one more time. Yeah, let's. Right there's the link one more time. Be sure to back. If you're unable to back, simply sharing it on Facebook and Twitter helps tremendously. Word of mouth is 100% free, and it gets as many eyes in on it as possible. With that being said, guys, it is time for us to wrap up. Hope you all have a fantastic Monday night, but most importantly, guys, say it with me, Edwin. You ready?
Yep.
Keep it geekly.
Keep it geekly. Yeah, man, I missed the timing. I thought you were going to cut me off.
Come on, man.
All right. One more try.
All right, you ready? All right. You guys know the drill. Keep it geekly.
Keep it geekly.
God damn it.
There you go.